Right, so yeah, my name is Karina, and do you have any English name?
My name is Hemin.
Hemin.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's a very nice name, and it's nice to see you tonight, Hemin.
nice to meet you too.
Yeah, how are you today?
I'm good. How
All
about you,
right,
teacher?
I am also good, and I am really happy today because it is my second day here in Mint English, and I am really happy to talk to Korean people again.
Yeah.
Right, so how was your Monday?
My Monday. Um, you know, I have a problem. I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember what I did
Oh.
because I think every day is almost the same these days. So, yeah.
Right, sir. Yeah, are you working from home or you're still traveling to go to the office?
I used to work during the day, but after the coronavirus broke out, I lost my job. So I wait for the day when the situation will become more nice.
All right, sir. I hope that the situation will be fine and yeah, losing a job is really an unfortunate experience and
Yeah,
it could
right.
cause a lot of distress to some
Uh-huh.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
so how do you make a living right now since you told me that you lost your job?
Uh, Thanks to my husband. He works hard. Yeah.
Oh, that's also good because you have a very hardworking husband that
Mm-hmm.
will help you.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you planning to open a business? Because I
Mm-hmm.
think business is one of the best ways to survive this pandemic, right?
Yeah. Probably, if I remember correctly, it was yesterday. The government announced that uh, it's really difficult for me to explain in English, but anyway, the situation became a bit better. So some of my coworkers got a phone call, and it was about some of their jobs would start their work next week or next month. So I'm waiting for a call.
Oh, that's also good to hear that
Yeah.
just still waiting for the phone call, and I am really hoping that you will receive that phone call so that you could
Yeah.
get back to work. All right,
Yeah.
so right, so thank you for sharing me about it, Hyemin.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we start with our lesson, may I
Mm-hmm.
know when do you want to be corrected? Is it right away,
Mm-hmm.
after the class, or through the feedback box?
I want you to correct my sentence right away.
Okay, that's good. And am I speaking too fast or just fine?
It's fine.
All right, thank you for that. And yeah, do you have a topic in mind that you want to talk about? Or we will just do the free talk?
Actually, I checked the list of the topics that
Mm-hmm.
were given to me from the company Mint, and I found out they were too difficult. And I
Mm-hmm.
think the easiest one was the sugar in drinks, right?
Oh, that's right. So it is one of the easiest
Yeah.
topics. So let us talk about it. So,
Okay.
what is actually your reaction after reading this short article?
Come again, teacher?
I'm sorry, sir, what is your reaction or what did you feel after reading the article?
Um, I thought I had no information about them. So,
Oh,
which
so you
means,
haven't read it.
come again?
I'm sorry, so you have not read it yet.
Red, uh, are there some, I didn't know that.
Right?
I didn't know that. I just read the titles.
Oh, yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, by just reading by merely seeing the title. So what can you say about the title?
Sugar in drinks. Um, when I read this, I thought of Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About Coke. Alright, so
Yeah.
that's also fine. But what is your favorite beverage?
I drink coffee.
Ah, okay. So that's also good because I also drink coffee every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so how about you? So how many coffees do you drink every day?
I drink uh, a cup of coffee every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Yeah.
how many cups? So I usually drink like 2 to 3 cups a day. How about you?
I drink only 1 cup.
Okay, so that's also good, but
Yeah.
yeah, is it okay if you're going to read the article so that I could also check your pronunciation?
Okay.
Alright.
For many of us, the day does not properly begin until we have our morning coffee. But a recent analysis shows that what people often drink is not just milk with caffeine, but worrying
Mhm.
levels of sugar. A researcher from the campaign Action on Sugar explained that as hot drinks are not usually associated with many calories and sugar, their frequent consumption may lead to tooth decay and weight gain.
Mhm.
For instance, a can of Coke has an average of 9 teaspoons of sugar, but Cafe
Mhm.
Nero's caramel latte has 13 teaspoons of sugar. Costa's chai latte has 20 teaspoons of sugar, and the worst offender was a Starbucks hot mulled fruit drink with 25 teaspoons of sugar, which is over 3 times the recommended daily intake.
Alright. So thank you for reading,
Hmm?
Yemin, but yeah, you are good in reading, but could you say worrying?
Worrying,
Say associated,
associated,
instance,
instance,
mold.
mold.
Right, very good. So I think you only need to practice pronouncing those words correctly. All right,
Yeah,
so I will put it on our feedback box
okay,
so that you could practice pronouncing those words so that you could use it to your daily conversation.
okay.
All right, so what did you feel after reading this?
Mm, there are lots of sugar in drinks.
That's right. So there are really a lot of sugar.
And
in the drink.
I think in this article, it says about two or three names of drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what are they?
Oh,
Nero?
Cafe Nero. All
What is?
right. So the Cafe Nero. Okay, so it is actually a drink that is really famous, especially for the teenagers. So let me show you a
Mm-hmm.
picture of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like a latte, but it is somehow more or sweeter than the latte.
Oh.
Yeah, and also the the other one is the chai latte, and it is also famous for some
Uh-huh.
other places.
Uh-huh.
And the Cafe Nero, by the way, is a cafe shop that is famous in the other country. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so after seeing these
Mm-hmm.
three famous drinks, so
Mm-hmm.
would you still like to drink it or not anymore?
I enjoy drinking sweet latte,
Mhm.
and I know there must be a lot of sugar in it, but it tastes really good. Yeah.
That's right,
Mm-hmm.
though. So anyway, this is the Cafe Nero cafe,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Are there some in your country?
Cafe Nero.
Yeah.
I think there's none because we only have Coffee Bean here,
Uh-huh.
and we also have here Starbucks, and
Mm-hmm.
it is the two of them are really famous, and
Mm-hmm.
the others are the local ones,
Mm-hmm.
and they are really doing the. It's like a frappuccino, and it has a lot of different or a lot of flavors that is really sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I oh I actually often go there when I was in college, but
Mm-hmm.
not anymore because yeah, I think it is really hard to earn money.
Yeah.
So yeah, instead of going there every single day,
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that I need to save for myself.
Yeah, right. They are expensive. I know that. Yeah.
Alright, so next is how about in your country, Hemin? So what is the most famous cafe in your country?
I think Starbucks is the most famous one. People love it, but not me.
Oh, so why could you say that you don't love Starbucks?
It's expensive.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true, and I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. Wow. It's so expensive. Yeah.
That's right. It's really expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and it is not always that we could afford to buy it every
Mm-hmm.
day,
Right.
right? But yeah, if you were to make your own beverage, so what would it be?
My own.
Yes, your
Um,
own.
Almost every day, I make my coffee at home.
Oh,
So it's cheap and I can make it all with my own taste. Is it right to say?
that's right. It's right to say, but yeah, it would be better if you're going to say, I think it depends on my taste.
Come again?
Yeah, so it's better to say it depends on my taste.
It depends on my taste.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Depends
Yeah,
on my
taste.
taste.
That's right. Alright, so yeah, since today is a crisis time, so what do you think a beverage business would be good or would click?
I don't get it, teacher.
I'm sorry, so let's say that there is someone who like or who would want to start up a business
Uh,
and she could think of having a beverage or a cafe store. Do you think it would click or do you think the cafe business would click or not?
Click. What is click?
All right, click. Okay, so when we say click, do
Uh-huh.
you think it will be successful or do you think
Click.
many people will like it?
Ah, I think Korean people like franchised one,
Mhm.
and some people who are really enjoying coffee love non-franchised one.
Oh.
So I think if my friend wants to earn money, she has to open franchised one.
Oh, you mean the Koreans are or like to have their own beverage but not having a franchise for that. A franchise business for that.
Hmm. I mean, they should open the franchised one.
Oh, so opening a business.
Yes.
All right. So, what advice could you give to your friend if she is planning to have a franchise of this shop?
Uh, oh, I'm not sure. I'm not the person who is buying some drinks in stores. So I don't know.
Oh, so you mean you are not into business?
I'm not into business.
Yeah. Like you're not interested to start up a
Ah,
franchise.
yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah, me too. I am not also into business
Mm-hmm.
and because it is really hard, like
Yeah.
you will manage it and you will
Uh-huh.
look for
Yeah.
people who will help you for you to have your own corporation or your company.
Yeah,
And
right.
it is really hard to trust people right now.
Mm, yeah. I have a friend who
Mhm.
opened an ice cream shop recently,
Mhm.
and she told me she had really hard time of preparing all the things.
Right. So that's actually true.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really hard to prepare
Mm-hmm.
some things if,
Yeah.
when it comes to the shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she is just alone probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's also good. And thank you for sharing me about it. So let's
Oh.
say that you are a nutritionist or a dietitian. So, what advice can you give to those people who are addicted to these beverages?
If you are the ah, um, I wanna tell them
Oh.
to drink water instead of them.
Okay, so
Yeah,
why do you think water is more advisable than to have these drinks?
yeah. We need to drink water And hello, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Uh, from what I hear, we need to drink 2 liters a day.
hmm
Yeah, water makes our body healthy. Uh-huh. So yeah, and it's free.
That's true, and yeah, it would be actually more healthy to
Mm-hmm.
try that
Yeah.
instead of having these drinks every day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
can you think of some possible diseases or illness that we can get from the intake of these beverages?
Mm, right. That kind of beverages
Yes,
make
or drinks. hmm
makes us fat.
All right. It
Yeah.
really makes us fat.
Mm,
Yeah, not only a fat or a chubby one, but
mm-hmm.
also a morbidly obese person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of the sugar, and it could lead to someone to have a diabetes.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah.
So
It's like we are
yeah,
talking about some I don't know the English name, but
disease.
it's like we are
Or
not talking about the drinks.
yeah,
Sounds like scary.
yeah. It is really scary to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm really sorry for that. So yeah, how could you actually limit your intakes of these drinks?
Mm-hmm. I try to drink only 1 cup of coffee because
hmm
I drink sweet one, and then I don't buy any drinks in a convenience store rather than I drink water at home.
Oh, why do you think it is better to buy or drink, I mean, to get a water from the convenience store than at home?
Uh, I wanted to tell you I don't buy any sugary drinks,
Mhm.
and then I just
Oh,
drink water.
okay, so that's good that you only drink water
Mm-hmm.
because you would not get something bad from it, and
Mm-hmm.
water is more safe or safer than having this. And yeah,
Yeah.
I hope that you keep it up though. So what are the famous drinks in Korea?
Famous drinks?
That is right.
You mean traditional one?
Yeah, the local ones.
Uh, we have a lot of coffee shops, coffee stores. It's
Mhm.
like coffee is from Korea.
Wow. So there are really a lot.
Right. Oh, there is a Starbucks near my store, and then today I found out we had one more Starbucks near there. So I was shocked.
Oh, is it a new one or an
Yeah,
old one?
it opened recently.
Oh, okay. So that's also good that there is some there is something or a nearer store. But
Mhm.
yes, you've told me a while ago that you don't drink any
Right.
sugary drinks.
Right. So
But it somehow, uh-huh.
I thought that Starbucks would make some people really happy.
I totally agree with you
Yeah.
that it would make some people happy
Mhm.
because as you've told me that Koreans are really into Starbucks
Mhm. Yeah.
because it is famous there.
Mhm.
Yep, but how about the beer or the beer? So what is the most famous beer in your country?
Beer. We have some beer company in Korea, but I think Korean people are not into them,
Mhm.
and people like beer from other countries.
Oh, so
Uh,
why do you
I
think,
think
uh-huh.
in your country you have very famous beer, right?
There is a famous beer here in our country. So in Tagalog, we call it lambanog. I am not
Mm,
sure with or about the English one of that, but it is really a local beer that we have here.
yeah. Oh.
And also a foreign beer that is famous in the Philippines is the soju. I think it is a Korean
Yes.
beverage, right?
Yes.
And they
Yeah.
usually partner that or match that with the Korean barbecue or the
Mhm.
samgyeopsal.
Yeah. Right.
All right,
Mhm.
so that's also good then.
Yeah, it's cheap and tastes good.
Yes, that's right. So it really tastes good and it is very cheap. But in our country, there are a lot of Korean stores
Uh-huh.
and a lot of Korean restaurants. There are some of them are expensive,
Mhm.
but some of them are very cheap. And the
Yeah.
ones who has or who gives a very expensive menu would really give a very good service. But the cheaper ones are fine. The
Uh-huh.
cheaper ones are fine, but yeah, I could say that you have a very good experience having the Korean foods. But it's
Mhm.
fine
Yeah.
because you could save though.
Yeah, as far as I know, soju is expensive in other countries.
All right, that's
Yeah.
totally true.
Mhm.
And we can only find that in some convenience stores here, like in
Mhm.
7-Eleven
Mhm.
and the mini stop. So those
Mhm.
are the famous convenience stores in our country.
Mm.
And I think it is 170 pesos or 200 pesos. So it's really expensive though,
Yeah.
even in the Korean restaurants.
Mhm.
All right, so I think that's it. And I really had a wonderful talk with you, Yemin.
Me too, teacher.
Right, so I am happy because you have a good pronunciation. And your words or your sentences are good, but
Mhm.
you need to practice the word choice because
Right.
you actually tend to forget some words that we have to use.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think reading the English books would really help you to have a very good vocabulary, and also talking to someone who is good in English
Uh-huh.
would be very helpful for you too, so
Okay.
that they could help you and correct you with something that you'd be committing an error.
All
All
right.
right,
Got it. Yeah.
so yeah, I guess we don't have much time,
Mhm.
Hemin, and I hope to see you again next time. So bye for now and have a wonderful night.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
And bye.
Bye.